Collaborations between companies and universities aren't uncommon, but few, if any, can match the Honda Ohio State partnership and the mutual impact it has made on both iconic institutions. We will celebrate the 25th anniversary of this iconic partnership on October 30th, but in reality, the collaboration began shortly after Honda arrived in the Buckeye State in 1979. Together, Honda and Ohio State have transformed research and learning experiences for students, launched careers, sparked innovation, and strengthened the mobility industry in Ohio and beyond. So, in advance of our celebration, I am thrilled to have the opportunity to chat first with American Honda Motor Company Executive Vice President Bob Nelson, and then with three Honda Launchpad students. Hi, Bob. Welcome to Enginuity.
Thanks so much for having me today. Honda's incredibly proud of the long-standing partnership that we've shared with Ohio State. It's a very exciting time celebrating 25 years of collaboration, innovation, and shared success.
Beautiful. So, just a little bit of history. Back in 1986, Honda was evaluating sites for a second U.S. auto plant and an R&D center. Their goal was to establish a self-reliant motor vehicle company with global competitiveness. Spoiler alert, goal achieved. So in January 1988, Honda purchased the Transportation Research Center in East Liberty from the state of Ohio. The Ohio State University was a major beneficiary of this sale, with $6 million directed to the College of Engineering to establish the Transportation Research Endowment Program Fund. This marked the true beginning of a mutually beneficial collaboration. And then in 2000, the Honda Ohio State partnership was formally established. And Bob, is not just lip service, this is a true partnership. Do you remember when you were first introduced to it?
Well, I clearly remember the historic announcement in January 1988, integrating the Transportation Research Center into our portfolio was a major milestone. It really expanded our capabilities and deepened our relationship with Ohio State. And of course, the $6 million dedicated to the College of Engineering was a big, big statement for the commitment to Ohio State and the partnership that we have together today. I've been fortunate to witness the partnership throughout my entire career, but it was probably about 6 years ago that I really became more deeply involved. And that's when I truly saw the depth and the strength of the collaboration, especially working closely with the students and faculty. It's been very fulfilling to see the collaboration grow throughout the partnership.
So this is nice. And if you think about over your 6 years where you were intimately knowledgeable, and then mine with five, I mean, there's been dozens, if not hundreds, of Honda impacts at Ohio State. So I'm going to give a little bit of summary of I would say the greatest hits, in my opinion, thinking about the partnership, thinking about the impacts on both of our iconic organizations. So mentioned the Transportation Research Endowment Program. So it supports 120 scholarships annually, six endowed chairs, and program funds for the College of Engineering. I mean, just amazing. The Simulation Innovation and Modeling Center, our SIM Center, that Honda helped launch with a generous donation in 2015, it's focused on all aspects of vehicle design and manufacturing, including more recently, digital twins. Honda has also been a core manufacturing partner of the Bachelor of Science in Engineering Technology program at Ohio State's four regional campuses and donated critical funding to help equip labs for the program. Honda has also been sponsoring engineering capstone projects for over and over and over and over again. I mean, earlier this year, the company sponsored a record 35 projects. I mean, that means thousands of students have had the opportunity to work with Honda mentors on real world challenges over the years. I mean, I would call that exponential impact. I mean, I can keep going on and on and on and on and on and on and on, but I don't want to take the stage, Bob. I really want you to think about and really tell us in your mind and based on your experience, what are the programs and initiatives that resonate the most with you and your Honda colleagues?
Well, I would start the same place you started, really with the Transportation Research Endowment Program. It's really been the cornerstone, and it's really established the foundation for everything that we've done and everything that's followed, from supporting the scholarships to the funding the endowed chairs and programs. This is something that we're very, very proud of, and it really was the driver that really started deepening the relationship. We've also built a strong and evolving research partnership over the years. And one initiative that I'm really excited about is the new battery cell R&D Center. It really started with a small discussion with a small group of us. And I'm so proud that it's being grown into this state-of-the-art facility that will really drive innovation in electrified mobility and battery manufacturing. And the key to all this, I believe, is the role that the students will play. They'll be front and center on this. It'll be a great hands-on learning environment where they can work side by side with the Honda engineers and the Ohio State researchers to really create cutting-edge technologies. And this is a space that will turn real-world ideas and solutions into life. And the students are really at the heart of all of this. Now, I will say, though, above all, the greatest impact of our partnership is on the students. One of the most engaging and rewarding aspects for us is the capstones of which you mentioned. Those projects, we get a front row seat to see the creativity and the problem solving and the technical skills that those students bring to the table. And it's not just about solving real world challenges. It's about the students working and building relationships, mentors, fostering those innovators, and watching their ideas come to life. And every year we're blown away by the passion and the ingenuity that the students bring to these reports. And to be honest, it's really a highlight for us every year to get to see that firsthand. Another initiative that we're very excited about is the Automotive Manufacturing Certificate. Honda is a major player in automotive manufacturing, and this program will be very well served for us to connect with those students interested in auto manufacturing. We're very much looking forward to this.
No, I am too, because this is one of these, again, partnerships where we had Honda associates working with Ohio State engineering faculty to think about what are the needs of the automotive industry and how does that intersect with the needs of our academic structure. I mean, it was the first time where I saw faculty from different departments working together for a common goal with industry collaborators. And I'm actually really excited to see where that one grows. And so when you think about this partnership, and again, companies and universities have had partnerships historically, but what do you think the special sauce is for this partnership? And you mentioned it's grounded on the students, but it's lasted for 25 years and longer, and it keeps getting stronger. What are your thoughts on like why and what's enabled that to happen?
I think it started with us really getting to know each other. And that was foundational for us to build upon. And our vision was beyond the typical industry academic relationship. And we really wanted a genuine connection that we could share our values, our trust, and our mutual respect. And I also think that both organizations have a real commitment to teamwork and collaboration. And we were able to leverage that shared mindset so that we could bring something bigger together with that kind of mindset. And that's really been the foundation for our success for the past. And I believe that will continue to be important for us moving forward. I believe the future is incredibly bright. We've got new initiatives on the horizon, and we're growing our presence on campus, especially with the new Launchpad program that we have. And we're excited about that because that gives us more opportunities to engage with the students directly. And we'll be able to build upon what we've been able to do thus far. And so the next 25 years really holds a lot of promise. And I'm very excited to see the relationship continue to grow and innovate and have a even more a bigger, meaningful impact together.
I am too. I think the best analogy for the Honda Ohio State partnership is a beautiful two-way street filled with Buckeyes driving Honda vehicles, of course.
Love that.
So, Bob, I just want to thank you for joining us, and I will see you at the celebration later this month.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm very much looking forward to the celebrations.
In our conversation with Honda Executive Vice President Bob Nelson, he highlighted the Launchpad program, a collaboration between Honda that helps students in the College of Engineering and at the Fisher College of Business explore career pathways in the automotive industry while experiencing the company's culture firsthand. And what better way to learn about Launchpad than to meet some of the engineering students involved? Hi, Buckeyes. Can you introduce yourself to our listeners?
Hello, my name is Sarina Mathis, and I'm an electrical and computer engineering major.
Hi, I'm James. I'm an engineering technology student.
So thank you. Welcome to Enginuity. This is such a great program, and it really highlights the spirit of the partnership, this 25-year partnership, by the way, between Honda and Ohio State. So give me a little taste of what motivated each of you to get involved with the Honda Launchpad.
So I joined because I wanted something to help connect the things that I'd learned in class to the kind of work that I hope to do one day. I've always saw Honda as this legendary, iconic automotive company. So I knew that I would get a world-class experience in this program. And I am so grateful that I've joined because it has exceeded my expectations.
And I joined the Launchpad program because I didn't have any automotive experience, but I knew I wanted to get some experience in the automotive industry. Previously, I'd done some internships in the manufacturing world, but they weren't necessarily exactly what I wanted. And it seemed like the automotive industry was what I wanted. So this was a really good foot in the door for me for not having like car experience or being a mechanic in the past.
So I really want the listeners to hear from your own words. What is their experience, or just do one during this program that has had a large, big, ginormous impact on you?
Yeah, so this is relatively new. Yesterday, we got a chance to tour the Marysville Auto Production Plant, and that was amazing. There's so much high-end technology that Honda employs within their manufacturing, and being someone who's been in the manufacturing world for a while, I was like a kid in a candy shop. It was like so cool. I was so surprised at how much they had done. And I mean, I've been in other auto plants, but it was just leagues above that. So that was amazing.
So for me, one moment that had a big impact on me was during the Moto Compacto obstacle course event. Besides the fact that it was extremely fun, I remember watching the designer light up as he described this whole project. Just from the drawing that he made to street legal prototype, it was so clear that this was his joy, his pride, his purpose. And I just put myself in his shoes and imagine how fulfilling it must be to see the product of your own hard work and time well spent becoming something real that makes people happy and makes the community a better place.
So both of you mentioned two different activities or engagements. And for both of them, I know what they were. And so you're in a space that you're collaborating with other students from different disciplines. So talk a little bit about what it's like to collaborate from students in different majors.
Yeah, so I'm kind of taking from the experiences that we have where once a semester we do like a little project. At one point there was like a mousetrap race car, and another point it was like build bridge building projects. And I always think it's fun to work with students in a group where nobody knows how to do the thing that we're trying to do, because it means that we're just trying to be creative about it. No one knows the most efficient answer, which means that we get a lot more interesting answers.
Well, for me, it has been amazing. I get to learn how to approach problems from so many different angles, ways that only someone with a different background would see. Um, it has expanded the way that I see my own degree. and how working with people from different backgrounds and experiences can help me become a well-educated, more well-rounded electrical engineer. Um, for example, when we were building our popsicle bridges, like James mentioned, it was so exciting to hear input from engineering physics majors, from mechanical engineering majors, because they can consider things that I may not see right away, such as the layering of our popsicle stick bridge, the strength of the joints. And I think my team got third place, so I'm really happy about that.
Oh, this is nice. So I will say that the common theme that I heard with both of your responses was something that a lot of people don't realize is that engineers can be creative. So thank you for highlighting that in terms of being able to learn with experiential experiences. And so when you think about the Launchpad program, how has the program influenced your career goals or even changed your perspective on the automotive industry?
Well, for me, the program has made a career in the automotive industry more real. Um, Before this program, it always seemed kind of out of reach, just a little too prestigious for me. But being accepted into this program finally made it seem like a real possibility. I was so excited the day I woke up and saw that I had been accepted into the program. That was just like a whole new step in my academic career. And every meeting, we get to hear from a different amazing Honda professional and hear more about what they do, what they've learned, and hear their backgrounds and how a lot of them, started out like me, not knowing initially what they wanted to do, and how they just kind of let their career take them where it needed to go. And now, because of this program, I have the confidence to pursue a career in electric vehicles. Just getting this inside look at Honda's culture, its innovation hubs, getting to see the floor and seeing the kind of work that I would do firsthand. Um, I just really understand how Honda approaches problem solving, and it makes me a better engineer and understand the kind of groundbreaking projects that they do. So I would highly recommend joining this program for anyone, any year that they're in, especially if you're an engineering major. You'll definitely find a like-minded community here.
Yeah, Sarina really just hit that on the head. And I entirely agree. But for my career goals and sort of my trajectory, it's really opened my eyes to how accepting the automotive industry is of new talent. There's not a huge barrier to entry where you need to have worked on cars. It's always helpful, but especially this is reiterated in the networking event that we just had yesterday, where half of the engineers that we talked to hadn't worked on a car before they joined Honda. So that was really motivating. And this program having those, providing those experiences of being able to interact with people at Honda has opened my eyes to, okay, this is a real possibility, like Sarina mentioned. And it's not just like a dream. It's not just something that's out of my reach. It's really attainable. And it's basically right in front of me, which is amazing.
This is great. So the engine light is on and the name Launchpad checks out. So a little corny, but it sounds like this program has really helped each of you prepare for a successful future. I appreciate you sharing your experiences, and I'm internally grateful to Honda for investing in such a beneficial endeavor.
Thank you. Have a great day, and thank you for having me on your podcast.
Yes, thank you as well.
Thanks for listening to Enginuity. Stay up to date on all the amazing innovation and groundbreaking research happening within the Ohio State University College of Engineering by connecting with us on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and X.